of the guys that came up after the 70s, 80s, the next generation was Eric Britton, Tuma. Rad guy, still had that classic rad style, you know, no pads, just thrashing around and rad new tricks. And
he's an amazing skater, very stylish and spontaneous and aggressive.
You know, each generation kind of takes the old tricks and puts a new twist on it, and that's what he was doing. He just had his own way of skating, and that was Venice style, you know, everybody's proud of Tuma.
Venice, California. A beautiful new skate park.
My name is Eric Tuma Britton. I'm from Venice, California. 37 years of skateboarding. It's been a long road, but it's my lifeblood, you know? That whole skate or die thing. Here in Venice, one of the only young black guys in the 80s that were skating, you know, especially around here. So I get the, you know, the pseudo-slave name, you know, and Tuma is what it was. My nickname comes from a movie called The Great Santini with Robert Duvall. His housekeeper's son's name is Tuma. My friends were making fun of me one morning and, you know, trying to make me clean up their room. And that's how it started. They called me Tuma, and it stuck. I hated it. I hated it. And of course, if I liked it, then they would have never continued to call me that. And so...
Did you look like the guy in the movie?
I didn't look anything like the guy in the movie. You know, I also grew up around a lot of violence, and there was a lot of drugs going on and stuff like that. My outlet was skateboarding. And so the older guys, you know, even the gnarly gangster skater dudes always kept me away from those things, you know, and I'm grateful for that, you know. And at 41, I've never been in a fight in my life, you know, because when I was a kid down here, it's like if anyone ever messed with me, the older guys were just waiting to do something to somebody, so they would always back me up. I think in the 70s there was less black people because, unfortunately, I think society viewed it as a white dude sport, you know what I mean? Same with surfing. So, for instance, when I was a kid, I'd be down here skating, and people would come from the hood, like Compton and Inglewood, and you know, all these black folks, and they were all gangstered out, and they'd be like, oh, cuz, why you do that shit, cuz? That's just for white boys, you know what I mean? And I was just, you know, they didn't understand. And it's okay, they didn't understand, you know, this is just the element I grew up in, you know, and this is what I gravitated towards. Fortunately, the whole stereotype has changed, you know. It's now cool to be a skater and surfer if you're a black guy. I think the kids generationally have grown to see that it's not just for one segment of the society. Still skate professionally. I'm not like top dog. I would be what they consider masters now, 40 and above. So I teach kids how to skate, you know. I started doing it just because people started asking me to do it, and I said, fine, yeah, a little extra money. It's turned into a business without me even realizing it. I'm starting off with kids as young as 3 years old now. It's gotten that popular. I'm really grateful for that, you know. Love my job, man. Love my job. It's good.
I'm Jared Cleland. I'm 19 years old. Grew up around Venice Beach. It's like my home out here, Venice Beach. I love it. Right now I'm an amateur skateboarder, so I'm just pretty much trying to get my name out there as much as possible, filming. Honestly, when I first started skating, I was more into like the old school vibe, doing power slides and bringing it back to like the Zephyr type things, where like going to famous schools with the banks that they grew up skating and kind of surfing it like a wave, because I grew up starting surfing before I skated, so over time I just started to enjoy skateboarding more than surfing just because of how shitty the waves are here. It's so hard to like get the perfect wave to practice like one single trick on, where skateboarding is like, there's a stair set, you can try it, go back and forth 1,000 times and the stair set's not moving. You're the one in charge. You don't have to wait for the perfect wave. If I could get anything out of skateboarding, I just want to travel the world and have it take me to every single place possible that's like a new destination. You meet new people, you have new places to stay, you can pretty much have contacts all around the world, and that's what skateboarding has given me, and that's what I'm blessed to have skateboarding brought to my life.
Just like how Dogtown boys took skateboarding to the world, we in Venice as artists has affected the world also.
When you're making art on a scale, it's blood, sweat, and tears.
It still hasn't sunk in. I actually envisioned dying here. I went that far and I didn't expect it, you know, like